Hey guys.
Alright guys, you guys know how much I love myself a good cover song. So a band called Left Hand Solution released a cover of Jolene, and this shit hit my radar harder than a Jake Paul punch.
Oh.
I'm just throwing some knowledge out there.
I'm surprised that you know that.
I don't like the guy at all.
Oh,
but
I was gonna say, are you a Jake Pauler?
Oh no, I don't like the guy at all. But it's nearly impossible to be alive, have a connection to the internet, and not know what's going on in the boxing world as far as Jake Paul is concerned. You know what I'm saying? Like, the guy's everywhere. Every time there's a fight, it's like Mike Tyson has had a huge comeback or something. It's like Mike Tyson in his prime. And let's face the facts, it's not. It's not. I think some of the fights are thrown in.
Oh, definitely.
I honestly, I don't see him winning these fights like if they were happening in the mean streets of Chicago, for example. So I think there's a lot of, hey, you go down in the first round or you go down in the second round,
we both
whatever.
make much money.
We both make money. I mean, who cares? Money. I honestly think so. Like, nobody's going to convince me that the guy's as good as his record. You see what I'm saying? Same thing with that guy that always comes down on AEW and loses every match. Nobody's going to tell me that he's as bad as his record. He's just doing a job.
Yeah.
All right. So, Jolene is the name of the song. The original one was done by Dolly Parton. I just actually, off camera, showed him the original so that he would have a clue.
And he was like, you know her, right? I'm like, no, I don't. He was Dolly Parton, the old
lady with big tits.
I'm like, I don't know this woman.
You should. I mean, what I just said actually is the perfect description. It's an older lady, is a cougar with big tits. I mean, that's what I known Dolly Parton as. I mean, besides this song, I mean, this is probably like her biggest song of all time. Maybe somebody would argue, somebody who's a bigger fan of Dolly Parton will argue with me that there's a bigger one out there.
And get mad at you for just referring to her as an old woman with big tits?
It's a compliment. I wish when I got old, I looked as good as she does if I was a woman. You know what I'm saying? I wish. Age is just a number as far as I'm concerned. I would still go out on a date with her. I mean, she still looks solid for her age. She looks amazing. And she has a park, like Wonderland, like an amusement park.
Oh God, she's like Michael Jackson.
She has her own amusement park. I wonder if she takes young guys.
That's what I was gonna say. She's like Michael Jackson.
Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. What goes up must come down.
You were treading dangerous waters there.
I know. Like, I was really on the edge, and I was about to fall. So, Left Hand Solution, Jolene, a song that, by the way, in case you guys don't know, it's about a home wrecker. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Before we talk about this was glorious. But before we talk about this song, let me just say, if you love somebody, sometimes you just have to let them go. And if it's meant to be, they'll stay with you. But this whole begging Jolene thing, like, it seems kind of, I don't know, kind of clingy. You know what I mean? If you're with a guy and he's singing the woman's name in his sleep, then he's not really your man, is he?
Yeah.
At that point, you know, he's kind of checked out. He's perhaps just using you for free rent or transportation, whatever the case might be. But it looks like Jolene is giving him something that you're not doing. I'm just saying, maybe she's putting out more. Whatever. Jolene's a little frisky. I don't know, maybe she's more edgy.
Jolene's a little kinky.
Yeah, maybe she's doing things, you know, like maybe she likes to swing, you know, like the butt stuff. I don't know. Whatever Jolene is into, obviously, is working.
Is into too.
Yeah, it's working, man. It's working. I think you, instead of asking Jolene to leave him alone, maybe you should give her a call and find out exactly what's her game. Maybe you need to up your game. Up your game.
Or just leave the guy.
Or just find somebody else. Hey, my mother always said, for every pot there's a cover. So maybe you just haven't found the right cover for you. Just go. There's a million fish in the ocean. There's a million fish in the ocean.
That's not the saying, but yes.
Isn't that the saying?
It's a million fish in the sea.
Okay, ocean, sea is the same thing. I didn't say it's a body of water. Like, let's not get old Jacques Cousteau on this shit. What I'm saying to you is the whole begging Jolene. I mean, the guy doesn't want to be with you to begin with. Just let it go. Let it go. It's not Jolene is doing you a favor. She's letting you know what kind of douchebag you're with. You have to look at it from that perspective.
Exactly.
She just helped you.
That is the girl power.
Yeah, it's better to find out early than later on, 2 kids down the road, a mortgage and a car payment, and then you find out that the guy's a complete douchebag and has been cheating on you. Jolene just did you a favor. Cut your losses. Move on. Find another guy. There's tons out there. And don't give me this shit. The nice guy always finishes last too. Like, girls like a bad boy. This is a perfect example. If the guy was really nice, it would be like, oh, it's not you, it's me. You know, because he's a bad boy. Oh, he's cheating on me, but I love him. Oh, Jolene, please. Either you shit or you get out of the toilet. Anyways,
Exactly. That's a perfect saying. It's either you shit or you get out of the toilet.
Exactly. All right. On that note, let's move on to this track.
Yeah.
Left Hand Solution, their own version of Jolene. What do you got to say? You've heard the original.
I heard the original.
So,
I mean, the song is really good, and you can definitely tell the difference between they didn't change much because there was
the original has a little bit of a doomy vibe to it. I mean, it's more country,
it's
but
more country.
But in country music, there's this sorrowness to it because most of country songs are about like breakups and things that have gone wrong and whatever. So when you think of country and doom, not sound wise, but in terms of the lyrical content, there's actually a lot of similarities. I just want to put that out there.
And the song was good. I really liked the heaviness from the guitars, but I also liked kind of the sly at certain points. You could hear like the different things they were doing with the guitar to make it sound like the original, which was really nice. Her voice is amazing. Did not like how it went very robotic, but after that it was.
I was not a fan of that specific portion there. Felt like somebody kicked in the auto tune.
Yeah,
I was not a fan of. What for? Her voice was perfectly fine. Her voice is magnificent. You don't need that.
Someone kicked in T-Pain and then brought her out and then brought her back in. Like, it made no sense to me because the song was really, really good up until that point. And then
still good. I mean, it doesn't. It was such a small portion of the track that doesn't really kill the track.
The thing is, when I heard it, I ended up focusing a lot onto it. So I kind of threw everything aside and was really focused on it. And you could see that I went from vibing to kind of just sat there thinking to myself, when are they going to stop this? Like when is she just going to come back with her normal voice?
Well, she did.
Well, she did. But it went on for. I would have looked over it if it was like for a second here or there, but it went on for too long.
I think they were trying to do something to break the routine of the track because the track is very, very repetitive, and I would prefer to just keep as it was. Just her voice is phenomenal. For let's say for 2/3 of the song, her voice is. You don't need that electronic sound there. I would actually prefer before that the bass kind of kick in a little bit. I would have liked the bass to be a little bit extended, just a little bit more of just the bass.
Yeah.
Oh, I think would have worked extremely well.
I was gonna say harsh vocals, but
you know what? I not even thought about that.
To be honest, when we went into this,
I didn't think about it.
When we went into
once.
this, I thought it was going to be harsh vocals like throughout it and be very doomy. But then I saw her, and then she started singing, and I'm like, okay, no, it's not gonna happen.
This is a song of a woman talking to another woman. There's no... if this was a song where the guy who's Jolene is having an affair with came on, like part of the lyrics, then I could understand that. But this is, from a lyrical perspective, you can't add a guy there with harsh vocals. And her voice is incredible. I don't know if she does harsh vocals or not. I don't... It's the first time I've ever heard of this band. I've never heard of the band before. I just don't see how you can put that in there. It doesn't feel like they're throwing all the cliches at you.
I know. I just said that because I probably would have preferred that instead of the electronic vocals. Even though it probably wouldn't have fit the...
Maybe a little... I don't think harsh vocal... in that spot, what about if it was a lower tone?
Yeah, just a lower tone.
A little bit more like a cigarette and a shot of whiskey kind of tone.
Yeah.
You know, like that, the lower tone. Maybe that.
Yeah. Anything
but that electronic thing.
The electronic thing.
I wasn't a fan of that either. I'll admit, I wasn't a fan of that either. But at the same time, I'm going to be honest with you. I absolutely love this take on this song. I mean, I actually really like the original. Like I said, it's my favorite. I think it's one of Dolly Parton's biggest songs. I mean, I could be wrong here. It's not like I'm a huge
Dolly Parton fan.
I mean, I'm a fan of her, not necessarily a fan of her music, but you guys get what I'm saying. So anyways, what I'm saying to you is that this is one of the songs that always kind of like spoke out to me from Dolly Parton. Like, I just like I like her delivery on this track, the original. I like the tone, I like the lyrics, I like the content. And there's a little bit of sadness to it. So moving that into a doom song, it fits like perfect. It just goes perfect. Her voice was phenomenal. So that electronic, while that threw me off, is not enough for me to walk away from this song. I just love this cover. The guitar is so thick. It's so dragging out, thick sound that just has that heaviness to it. The drums playing perfectly. The bass is the same. Her voice is a little bit... She doesn't have this lower tone. She has a little bit more of a upper tone to her delivery. So while the music is bringing the song down, her voice is trying to bring the track up. So that dynamic is really interesting. I really enjoyed it. Man, this to me proves what I've said so many times to small bands, like in Toronto, like when bands that we're friends with and whatever. I said, guys, do a cover. Put it on YouTube. This is perfect. I'd never heard of this band before. The fact that they released a cover of Jolene, I was like, oh, I gotta check this out. Yeah. Like, I know the original. Like, what the hell did they do with this?
It gets people to check out your band because it's a song that they're familiar with.
And when you search for certain songs, your song will show up on the search. So it's perfect. I would have never heard of Left Hand Solution if it wasn't for this cover. So if the point is to bring people to your band, guess what? It worked. Yeah. Because now I'm going to check your own stuff that's not a cover, like the band's own
actual
music.
Stuff.
Because I'm intrigued. I like the sound. I like the vocals with that exception. See what I'm saying? So but some bands, oh no, I don't want to do covers because it's like we do original stuff. They feel like they're diluting themselves or it's beneath them. To do a cover is beneath them. No, nobody knows who the fuck you are. You're playing it to 10 people and 9 of them is your family. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm speaking truth right now.
A good cover can always sell a band.
Exactly. The cover is your gateway to popularity, for more people to know who you are. Like, if you're a band that plays similar music to Lamb of God or whatever, you do a cover of Lamb of God or something along those lines, or Korn or whatever.
You don't even have to do a cover of a band that kind of matches your style, because
something completely out of the box.
Something completely different will get more interest.
Like a Christina Aguilera song, for example. Like a popular one, like a Genie in the Bottle. Metal band covering it. People are going to look at it. Like, what the fuck? What did they do with this? I want to check it out. Like, if you don't pick a song that nobody knows to cover. Pick a song that's super popular. So when people are searching for that song, they find you. Guys, stop this. It's kind of beneath me. No, I'm getting to the point where I think you just can't play it. That's what it is. That's what it is. All right. What do you have to say? Final words, final thoughts on this cover.
Hey, final words, I like the song.
2 thumbs up?
2 thumbs up, yeah.
All right. Overall, I'm going to give it 2 thumbs up as well. I really dig it. What's there to say?
Yeah.
2 thumbs up. It's a great cover. There's that one little glitch there. Let's just call it a glitch. Besides that, like I love it. It did sound like one too. But overall, it's just not enough to throw me away. I just love the sound, love the vocals, the combination of the two. All right, guys, this is it for today. Come back tomorrow. We'll have more videos for you. See you guys.
See ya.